Hi everybody, it's Jessica, the Dollhouse Curator, and welcome back to the Curated Dollhouse. So today we are going through our new dollhouse that we have up. This is my summer big old scene dollhouse that I've been working on for a while. And I'm super excited to walk y'all through this one. So the theme for this one is kind of just like a old school jazz club. I wanted to do something just really fun and kind of summerish, and it all is based around a water feature. So if y'all follow my channel, y'all know the last few weeks and months I've been doing like a lot of water features or waterfalls, and I wanted to do something really big, and I had this huge idea that did not work out. So I toned it down, and then this is what we came up with for this one. So super excited to walk y'all through this one. So I'm going to start over here, and then we're going to work our way across. So first off, we're going to start with the water feature. I don't know why these water features have been on my mind to do all summer, but they really have. And I absolutely love how this turned out. So for this, at the very top, I used a loofah. It's like $1 at Walmart, and then I just cut it open, and then I used thumbtacks to put it up on my foam board, and then I mixed fairy lights into it so it could have just a little gleam. And then I got that tree picture from Timu, I think is actually how you say it. So I got that, and I really wanted to use it. I thought it was really beautiful, but it needed something extra. So I had found these desk inbox organizers at the Dollar Tree, and then I had this tree that had these leaves on it, and then behind that is like another little desk organizer thing. And after looking at all of it, I was like, oh, I kind of like the way this looks. So I put all of that together. I wrapped fairy lights around it. And since there's two separate sets of fairy lights, we have some that are on one setting, and then I have those that in the water feature on another setting. I put some rocks and little gem rocks and some other little leaf things in there, and used some blue glittery tulle to make it look like water. And then I have a flickering tea light right here just to kind of give it another little look there. So that turned out really cute. And then these little pieces I got from the Dollar Tree. They're just some plant pieces that I thought were really cute colors and kind of coordinated. And then I have those. Y'all don't laugh. Those are mouthpieces from my kids' band instruments from like years ago. And I was like, well, we have them. I might as well use them. So, yes, they are playing pots. Yes, I'm cracking up because now I'm realizing that I'm using band mouthpieces to be pots in the dollhouse. But y'all know we just make it work with whatever. And then I'm using a lot of my just little knickknacks that I have for this. And then I put a lot of rocks in front of the water feature because I thought that just was kind of cute. So for the outside here, I'm doing my regular grass piece because I thought it would be nice to have it outside the club scene. And then just some pieces that I got for tables. And then I have color changing tea lights in those to just, again, just bring in a little more color and make this a bit more interesting out here. So I absolutely love this. So yeah, this is like turned out really, really good. And then over here, my husband kept telling me that I needed a wall to kind of give it a little bit more separation. So I did go ahead and put in a wall. So I have a full 11 by 14 inch canvas here. I did do another concept with my sliding door. And then I have a smaller wall on this side going into the bar. And then I figured that looks pretty good where it looks like, you know, your wait staff is coming from the outside into the inside. And then I tried to use a lot of different lights, color changing or flickering tea lights just to give it a little something extra. Coming into the actual club, y'all, this is my favorite part of this entire scene. Even though the water feature is like beautiful and it took me forever to get it together, I went through like 3 or 4 iterations of that water feature, but the inside of the jazz club really just turned out really nice. So my favorite area here is the bar. So I used a piece of that convertible kitchen that I have and my island and just some other little knickknacks to set up a bar area with, yeah, I even did a highlight of, you know, your little high scale drinks at the top. And then I have juice in like the little refrigerator area. And then I use some of my Make It mini food items to be the fruit. And then with the kitchen, I got like a silver copper, not copper, a chrome silver tea service. So that is what I'm using is like drink shakers. And then the drinks are either from Temu or from Foodie Mini Brands. And I just wanted to do something really cool. And then, of course, I have my ice bucket with our Corona back in the back. And y'all, I even did a tip jar. I had to. I was like, if you going to the club, you know you're going, or you going to a club, you going to a restaurant, or something has a bar, you know that they're going to have a tip jar. So I even wanted to put a tip jar in there. And then I used my Leto doll. This is my Fashionista 212. Excuse me, to be our bartender because that big old smile and that face just reads like flair bartending to me. So I thought it was adorable. And then I have other little of my knickknacks. I've had these for years. They're actually passed down from my mom. And just, I have two of those. There's one over there in the corner. And I thought it just kind of added a little bit to the area. For the floor, I got these from the Dollar Tree. These are just a peel and stick, but I like the look of the cobblestone or just regular stone for it to be kind of a old school jazz club. And then I got this picture as well from Temu. And then I just put it on a canvas, glued it on there, put some texture and some sparkle on it to give it just a good scene in the back. And then this blue and gold paper I got from the Dollar Tree as well. And I loved it. I think it really toned this down to really make it really nice and interesting. So for the tables, I'm using just some vases that I got, maybe vases. We'll say vases because I'm country. I'm using some vases that I got from Dollar General, and then I have color change tea lights on the inside so that again it gives it a glow. The tabletops are the Make It Mini Food Diner tables that I have put contact paper on the top to give it a little extra flair. And then in the back over here, I figure you always have that one little area that has like the little bar seats against the wall. And then I used that and I just stuck a little contact paper over that as well. And then here at our stage, so I got one of the Rainbow Divas on sale, on clearance actually, at Target for $11, and it had that microphone with it. And then I already had the guitar, but I wanted to give it a little extra flair. It was just like a flat purple. So I took some nail polish and I painted it and shellacked it in, and I think it just reads really, really nice in this scene. And that was just a happy little extra that I wound up being able to do. I wasn't initially planning to do something like that in here. And then because I'm not going to go too long on this scene because it's not a whole lot, but I just love the full aesthetic of everything. The last thing I'm going to show y'all is I did fairy lights up here as well. They're purple, blue, and green. And then if I can get it to work with one hand, yeah, I'll put my little switch out. And what I like about these is they have 3 settings. So that's off. They have the bright, bright flickering. They have a... Are you serious? Now you don't want to work? Okay, there we go. We have the bright flickering. We have a slower flicker. And then we have just the base that it stays on. Do y'all see how it do me when I be trying to make the video and it don't want to be work and it doesn't want to work? But anyway, we're going to go around that. But y'all, I love this scene. It did take me a while to put this one together because I really was not in a rush. And the other idea that I had was much bigger and slightly different, but I couldn't get that one to work. So when I had to tone it down, I kind of just had this idea of like a just kind of hole in the wall club, but it's still kind of classy. And slowly this started to come together, and the water feature took the absolute longest, like to get everything right, all of the pieces. But at the end, I think it turned out really amazing. And I think the flickering lights and the color change lights is really what, it just adds a little something extra to it for me. So that has been this one for today, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be back next week with a whole new video and a whole new concept. But until then, this is Jessica, the Dollhouse Curator, and you are welcome back in the Curated Dollhouse anytime. Bye, y'all.